Hello, welcome to episode 7 of Alabama Woodsman. Today I'd like to show you an experiment that I'm going to start conducting to find good arrow shaft material. So there are a lot of different materials that work well for arrow shafts. For instance, wild bamboo or river cane. Those are very well. They're very light shafts, they're strong, but they have a tendency to shatter if you hit a target too hard. And you also need to carve down wood inserts to put in them, and that can be a little tedious sometimes. But again, it's still a very, very good material. And there's also choke cherry, which is what the Indians would have used a lot to make arrows. But there is not very much. There's really no choke cherry growing in Alabama. So a lot of times what I'll use down here is pin cherry, which is you know, they have very similar names, and they are cousins. They're in the same family. But there's one plant that I like to experiment with that it's commonplace literally everywhere. And so this is a stand of it. It's called Chinese Privet, sorry. And as you can see, it makes a lot of straight shoots here. And I'm figuring on trying to use some of these straight shoots for arrows. And I've noticed that this is a lot denser than pin cherry or bamboo or a river cane. But hopefully, if you have a strong enough bow, you should be able to use it. But if you have a bow weaker than like maybe 25-30 pounds, probably won't serve too well. And this is, I found out it's a very strong wood. I've whittled stuff out of it before, and it's always, it's very, very strong material. That's probably because of the density of it. But I have a shaft here that I've cut from one of the trees. As you can see, it's a little bit bent towards the end, but that can all be fixed with fire bending. And just a tip on fire bending real quick is if you're fire bending something and you get one bend out, but there's more than one bend, you'll oftentimes try and just keep going, get determined to finish that one shaft. And that's, hands together for determination. But one thing that you get if you get determined like that and keep trying to bend parts of a shaft that are really close together, is you'll get, the whole shaft will get all warmed up. And so you might try and bend something, but you may make one part of your arrow crooked that you've already straightened, because it will not cool down from the heat of the fire. You have to excuse the rain today. It's you can't really see it, but it's raining a little bit. Try not to get the camera lens wet. That wouldn't be good. As you see, I'm down here on the big rock that I do some napping on when I'm down here by the creek. What I've done is I've, left a couple hammer stones down here in case I ever forget one or lose one. Come down here and I can grab one that I need. And I've got some grass here. I'm gonna try and make some rope. And my memory card is not too big, so I can't make a video about that at the same time as this. So that'll have to be a separate video. But I found these near a pond, and I've also found these two clamshells, and there's a lot more of them down by this pond that I was exploring today. And I can use those for carrying sap maybe, because if you put it, I usually if you just stuff it in your pocket, then it could get crushed by other stuff you got in your pockets. But or when I'm in the process of making glue, you have to grind up charcoal, and I figure that this would be a pretty good thing to grind it up in. It would all collect down here, wouldn't be running all over the place. So yeah, we'll give that a try. Another time. I'm not gonna do too much today because it's raining. Can't really light I'm not very good at lighting fires in the rain yet. So if you'll tune in again, I'll be documenting my progress on the Chinese Privet arrow. So yeah, tune in again. Hopefully we'll have some good results.